Hello YouTube. Um, I promised some tutorials, so yeah, tutorial time. I got a this is tutorial for some finishing touches for your signatures for forms and such, but they can also be imported to large arts such as wallpapers and other stuff. So without further ado, let's get started. The first, I got a I made this for like a free sig for a free tag for the graphics nation form. But now this is what the final piece. And then I have some finishing touches I'd like to put on them. First, I'd like to put curves. They can be found in the adjustments tab. If you don't have this up, you can just go to window and adjustments, or you can go down to this circle, half white half black circle. Here's are all the adjustments layers that can be needed, like curves, levels, brightness, contrast, gradient map, channel mixer, all those things. Those are really good for color corrections, but I use curves the most. So I will be providing a link I got from my friend Vapor Graphics, with presets of color corrections. There are a lot purple haze. I really like this, as the color corrections it depends mostly on the piece. If it's a bright one and the feeling you want to express, like this, he has the dark power, very kind of dark feeling, but I messed up with lighting. I know. But let's get the purple haze. It looks really nice. As you see, the shadows get up and the lighting is quite nice. That is one way I really like to do. Another is, if you don't already, I have a focal point here. You can just duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl and J, then go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. I don't know. That's maybe pronounced wrong. Either 2 or 2.8. I like 2.8 because that gives a more blur. This is to create the focal point of the image. Focal points and depth is something that you really want to be nice in your sig, because it give it a more realistic feeling and makes it look nicer. You can see I got a big soft brush, opacity 100, flow 100, and then I adjust the blurred layer. I just erase where I want the focal point, and that creates a nice effect. Now you can also, instead of using the curves to create the color correction, you can use gradient map. This is something that most people use. It gets a really nice warm feeling, as you can see. It's also, but now I want to take out the more darker color of the image, so let's just get some curves. You can mess around here. I mean, look, I can drag out the darker and then light. That also provides nice effects. You can see huge difference. And that's simply just dragging over here. Most of the time I don't look at where I drag it. I look at the signature, because all these settings depends on the signature. Now I like the purple haze, so I'm gonna keep that. Maybe even, let's see. You know what? That looks quite nice. The other thing I like to put is a little border. Most people just make a border like this, and then let's just fuck there. Makes a border by that, and then. But I found my own methods of doing this. I think it gives more of a centered version. This is also a nice effect. It's just a rectangle too, as you saw. Made a little box, duplicated a layer, dragged it on top, give more widescreen effect. But that's not what I was going for. I've come up with this method myself, so I just take the rectangle marking tool, selection tool, and drag across so it creates all around. Then I right click, stroke, and then I use center 1 pixel, color black, Control D to deselect the selection, and as you see, very nice thin black border around, and gives really nice effect. That's my opinion. Really nice effect, like it more captured effect. But man, you can decide for yourself what you like. Another way is also to make the this is something I did for Robin's my last beat art. I made the text look transparent, so when he uses it, it just plain text on top, and there's no background. You just take you take all the layers, group them, make a new group, take all the layers, the background you need to. Firstly, that can't have, that's locked, so we drag them in the group, and as you can see, now all the effects can be controlled very easily. Now make a new layer, image, apply image, hide the layers, go to image, canvas size or Ctrl+Z, and now we want something a bit bigger. We want the canvas size to be, let's say, 400, and that's big. The wrong one. And then we want the width to be higher. It depends where you want text. If I want the text to be on the side, it's this. We can try both ways. 400. You see, now the border gets bigger, and when it has that triangles, like those squares, in background it's transparent. So if you put it on like a form, it won't be seen the background. It's kind of hard to explain, but in time you'll probably figure it out. Let's just make the canvas somewhat bigger. The text won't be able to fit there. Let's try 420. Yeah, that should work. And then we just grab our text. And let's say signal. Why not? Why not? Why not? It's kind of hard to see here, but if you put it on a form, it should be a lot more visible. Let's just get another font. Gotta love me some Helvetica. Yeah. Now I also like to put some effects on the text. It's kind of hard to see here because it's quite small text. Maybe even, let's see. Canvas size. We just need to be bigger. There we go. Yeah, if you also got any other questions for a tutorial, I would like to know. I would like to make more of these, since I guess it's better for you. And tutorials are quite nice if you're trying to learn. So, yeah, okay. The layer style I use it's to create a nice gradient shadow feel thing. Yeah, it's just a right gradient to a grade gradient. Right to grade gradient. It creates, like you see, it will give it more shadow when it's turned down to 50 of opacity, as you can see. Yeah, and then to highlight it, stroke, and that I think gives a nice text. See, and then we can just duplicate it to create more of a. There. That looks fine. Fine. And as I was saying, you can also place it on the side. So like that. And let's just quickly change this like that. You see, that looks quite nice, but we most likely we want the text to be fit the text color to fit somewhat in the signature. So let's just pick some orange and then apply the effects. Maybe even turn, yeah, that looks fine. So yeah, that's it. If you like this, please like the video, it helps me a lot. And as I said, comment if there's anything you want to know. I'd love to make another tutorial. So yeah, subscribe, I guess. Well, talk to you later. Bye.